My Hero Academia concluded on August 5, 2024. Jujutsu Kaisen will end with 3 chapters on September 13, 2024. Black Clover and Undead Unlock are currently in their final arcs. Even Chainsaw Man is reaching the end of part 2 of its story. Additionally, One Piece is in its final saga and will conclude in a few years. Many people are concerned that Shonen Jump is doomed because of it, but there are a few things that can determine this magazine's future. Number 1, Shonen Jump has previously navigated a similar crisis. During the early 1990s, the magazine peaked with a total readership of 18 million people in Japan, called the golden era of the Shonen Jump. Titles such as Dragon Ball by Akira Toriyama, rest in peace legend, were serialized from 1984 to 1995 and are considered one of the best-selling manga of that time. Other successful series that ended around that period include Slam Dunk, Rurouni Kenshin, JoJo Part 5, and Saint Seiya. While they may not have been as popular as Dragon Ball, they still garnered a decent fanbase of their own. But did Shonen Jump die? No, if it did, we didn't have this video right now. This was when we had younger authors who were inspired by DB and Toriyama's magic take the helm and bring new stories to the table. And this is the time Big 3 was born. Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, always stated that Dragon Ball inspired his work a lot. As we see in the series, Luffy and Goku are similar, and Toriyama was his friend. The same thing can be said about Naruto as well. Tite Kubo, the author of Bleach, stated that Dragon Ball inspired him to make strong, scary and cool villains. So with all being said, new authors can come and make new manga, so the roster will never be empty. So Big 3 was born: One Piece, Naruto and Bleach. So new series, JJK, My Hero Academia, and even One Piece can also have some people being inspired by them. Number 2 is the current series like JJK and My Hero Academia already have alternatives that are well received by the fans, and the magazine likes them for their amazing sales. Suzuki Yuto's Sakamoto Days debuted on 21st November 2020, a story about Sakamoto, a retired assassin who gets back to the crime world not because he wants, but because of the spiral of events leading him to this shit show. And it is confirmed we're gonna get an anime adaptation of it in winter 2025. Next is Hokazono Takeru's Kakurabachi, debuted on 18th September 2023, celebrating its debut anniversary by winning the Next Manga Award. This series became a meme in the beginning, but as it goes, the series shows that Chihiro Rokuhira is not just some edgelord main character looking for revenge, and the story is far deeper than I imagined. And I will not be surprised when this work get an anime adaptation, and this is good since it will be pure hype, like Chainsaw Man level hype, so I'm looking forward to it. Tatsuyuki Nibo's Dan from Shonen Jump Plus is another example. Debuted on April 6, 2021, this series has 2 amazing main characters. Momo Ayase and Ken Takakura are probably 2 of my favorite main characters of all time. The dynamic duo and romance between them is so wholesome and well done. I never seen this good romance plot in literally any battle shonen manga in my life. Also in fall 2024, we will get the adaptation of this manga from one of my favorite studios, Science Saru. So exciting for me, another supernova level hype anime for me. Also let me mention Goku Rakugai and Ruri Dragon as honorable mentions. But hear me out, this does not mean that the absence of My Hero and JJK and the others are not having any impact, so less sales are accepted. Same thing happened after the ending of Dragon Ball and Slam Dunk. Also, there are also a very fan favorite manga coming back. Hunter x Hunter will return on 7th October after a long absence from the main lineup of Shonen Jump because of Togashi Sensei's back problems. Right a week after Jujutsu Kaisen's ending, this series will return to Shonen Jumps. Number 3 is Jump Plus. Jump Plus is the other reason for Shonen Jump to not being doomed, and this section of Shonen Jump is for works that are different than the main roster, like having a fine line between the shonen and seinen demographics mangas, that not only the younger audience can enjoy them, but adults can also enjoy them because of their mature story and themes, like Spike's Family, Chainsaw Man, and many more in this platform. This platform can be huge for Renaissance era of Shonen Jump, bringing more stories that we never have seen a lot in this magazine, which also the probability of the series getting axed is lower, even if the fandom of it is smaller than average, like how many series got axed in these years. But there were the reasons it would survive, and let's go to the negative side of things. Number one is that a lot of series getting axed despite having a lot of potential. As I mentioned, there are a lot of series got axed in 2024, 2023, and in 2022. So let me just put some examples here. Green Greens is another example. It was a golfing sports manga that had a very promising idea and storyline. It was a more character-driven manga than sports, that even I, who is not really into golfing, was having a good time when I was reading a new chapter, but lacked volume sales and reception in Japan, and it was axed by Shonen Jump. Tenmaku Cinema is another series that got cancelled for the same reason. It was a decent story, which, as the name suggests, it is about cinema. A work by Food Wars author Shun Saeki as the artist, and the story was by Yuto Sokuda. And people seem to like harem isekai story than this fun manga, and that's a shame, you know. And this series getting axed will have talented respective mangakas to work on another magazines. A lot of fans of the magazines were let down by their series being axed, even with the high potential they had. And Shonen Jump can lose both fans and talents by their own hands in the same time. I know some works are not great, but when there is potential, you have to take your time and wait for it to reach its potential. And if they don't stop doing this, I see a very dark path for Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. Number 2 is the fans themselves. So many fans are not even reading the new series coming out weekly, and yet they are blaming Shonen Jump for cancelling them. They are so biased about their favorite manga, like My Hero Academia fans and One Piece fans, not showing any attention to the new gen manga and saying they are bad without even bother reading it. I know that you like a series and that holds a very special place in your heart, but you have to experience new things in your life. Like myself, I was an anime hater, but after the COVID-19 pandemic, I started watching anime. I watched Death Note. It was an amazing feeling, and I regretted even that I hated anime in the first place. I started watching more shows and enjoyed them as well. So hear me out, simply pick something random without even looking at the author's name and the My Animalist score, you know. Maybe this series can be your new favorite sauce. Imagine it like trying new food. Just read a few chapters of them in Manga Plus by Shueisha and you will support the young authors. Even if you don't read them fully, just read a few chapters to actually, maybe the few chapters can hook you up and you can actually enjoy more chapters of it. Before you leave, I wanted to thank you for watching the video fully, and if you want to know about a rooster doing JJK poses, click on this video. That was all for this video. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and ring on the noti chan bell to see more content, and goodbye.